Hey guys, sorry I ended that last video. Sorry I couldn't talk there. That last video very abruptly, but I thought that was a nice, cool looking way to end it. Good Deus Ex logo. Now, if you weren't sure of exactly what happened, basically, he's now become augmented. Let's see that starting.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
Why is David keeping the SWAT team from going in right away? Remember the last
Everything is so flashy, but now, if you can't tell, obviously he's been augmented. He now actually has quite a few things. Remember how to get to him? So here's Adam. He now has, first of all, in the cranium augmentations, that means head, for those of you that don't know. He can now have quite a few new abilities. And I'll slowly introduce those as we go into the game further. There's also eye augmentations with his new amazing glasses, things that I would just love to have. Much better than my glasses. Torso, arm, back. It's kind of back just always seems like a weird thing. But the Icarus landing system is actually a really cool thing. I'll probably end up getting at some point. Skin augmentations, don't want to get dermatitis. Leg augmentations, faster. So yeah. Well, you'll get to know those better. Now, because of these retinal augmentations with the eyes, you can kind of see like things that you can interact with are yellowed, orange, gold, whatever you want to call them.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might be. Looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
Lucky for you, I'm gonna ignore that comment. We're done here.
Let's just search around the place. You never know when there is something cool lying around. Oh. Ebook. I'm not going to read through most of these because they're fairly, well, truthfully, they're interesting, but they could be a bore if you're not paying attention and truly understanding it. So I would suggest if you are really that into the game, I may actually make a video, like a series of videos at a later date about all the ebooks. But if not, I would highly recommend once again getting this game, even if it's just rinsing it for a weekend or so.
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Almost there.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
That's a chopper.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Are you suggesting I'm not?
Just asking the question. I was one of the ones who pulled you out of that mess. Not a memory I want to relive, and I don't have to wake up to the reminder of it every day.
I'm fine.
If you say so. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Seraph wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
Let's do this. Okay, so if the little loading thing gives me some time, I'm going to talk some about how, what was going on before. Clearly, in the last video,
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you up the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an Augmented, Adam. So he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
Alright, so how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I'm not about to take any chances.
Lethal it is. But remember, they do have hostages, and I'd hate to see any of our people get caught in the crossfire. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open, high ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance, or up close?
Give me something with
Let's
distance.
go with the...
If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
Here we go.
You ready to go in? Good. Seen a few of them coming up.
Credit chips, that's how you buy things, basically. Can be helpful.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
SI Security. Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah. I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah. Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. She said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
Intel on these purists. How much you got?
How much you want?
They communicate any demands yet?
Not yet, but I get the feeling they're not that organized. Most of the guys I've seen look like street bangers and thugs. The kind who get their jollies trashing equipment. You ask me, it's the man in charge you have to worry about.
The leader's name is Sanders, right? What's his story?
Zeke Sanders. We're running background on him now. Looks like he fought 2 tours in the Gulf. One of them on a recycled military bill.
You mean he's augmented? Sarif told me he's not.
He used to be augmented. Says his Augs made him do evil shit, so he ripped him out. Now he's got a whole crew of gullible street kids listening to his crap and ready to die for him. Or kill.
How many am I looking at down there?
Hard to say. We've spotted 3 in the courtyard, maybe half a dozen inside. But that's a sketchy estimate at best, since we seem to be getting a loop playback off your telecams.
That shouldn't be possible. I told Sarif to make sure Pritchard overhauled the system.
Well, someone inside must be tech savvy, because all we're seeing is a loop. For all we know, there could be 5, 10, or 3 dozen perps in there.
I think I've heard enough.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
You look pretty dug in up here. What's the react team plan?
We got Alpha as point and Bravo as wing, both standing by to breach the target. We're coordinating from here, but until your boss gives us the go-ahead, we're just holding our dicks.
Realistically, how much time do I have before any shooting starts?
According to protocol, none. According to your lawyers, the sooner you get in there, the sooner we can hose this powder keg down and call it a day.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Sarif's signal.
Like we got a choice.
And the guy seems pretty angry about that. Painkillers.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. What the hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
Just climb down a ladder. Fire something. So at this point in the game, what we know is that...
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
So we've been augmented to where now. And knock the guy out. Also kill him. If you look up at the top left-hand screen, symbol battery. And it's completely killing a guy from behind takes more energy. And really there's not much of a difference, so let's go back and check that actually. I'll just take all those. Later in the game it gets hard to hold lots of stuff, so I hate having to choose what to hold, what not to hold. Don't need stun gun guards, so we might need a stun gun. Let me see the door. Just like that. I think I might have this one.
shadows.
Right above me. Best things about this game. Drag bodies. Didn't even... What is wrong with him? You weren't even holding anything. Let's just... for that little bar of energy. It's so slow. So much energy to beat a guy up. I don't remember this area. Picked up 1 10
Richard, I'm in. The door worked just fine.
I'm happy for you. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
Doors are always good. Unlock computer. Oops. Sort of hoping for like a passcode or something. Tend to be very helpful for this time. Throw a box at the guy. Let's just hide you over here. Seems like a good place.
I knew someone was here. Come get me.
Oh. Well, that's all.
Open wide. Try to get me now. Here I come, asshole. I got you.
I'm tight. Yep, that just happened. That is awkward. Well, actually, it's kind of helpful. It's a good time to end the game here. So, till next time, this has been Lyrico Museum, Rebel Clan, and